Hi, I'm Jodie.
And I'm Jack.
Question 1. How does the production use, challenge or develop forms and conventions?
So the band we've made the video for are called Franco. They're a pop rock band from South London. And stereotypical videos of a pop rock band would sort of be a performance and narrative video. And we've sort of taken that and we haven't challenged that convention in a way. We've sort of stuck with it to gain sort of the target audience we need. Our video is performance based, it's set in several different locations, and most of it is performance with the narratives added in, and this hasn't really challenged any conventions and sort of stuck with sort of stereotypical bands as we've sort of looked around other target bands and sort of kept with that convention. You're interested?
Okay. So the editing is cut to the beat of the tempo of the song, so it keeps the audience interested and keeping them along with each cut.
Our video also involves a narrative side,
which is in black and white to hint to the viewer that it's an old kind of story look.
Yeah, and it sort of alerts them that now is a narrative part of the video, so you can sort of split it up into sections. Panic at the Disco song, I Write Sins Not Tragedies, also has a narrative side as well as performance.
It's mainly narrative with slight bits of performance, and we kind of took their idea of keeping all the characters looking the same, So we took Panic at the Disco's idea of their song, where they keep all the characters in the same costume, in the same scenery, to flow through the narrative and hinting in with the performance as well.
Yeah, and we sort of stuck with this convention as it's sort of
a similar band
and the similar target audience as well. Okay, the relationship between the lyrics and visuals is that on a sort of hyper-reality side, I mean, most of the videos for the convention, the genre that we want, are mostly sort of, they're tied to the lyrics. I mean, even if they're not directly tied, they're sort of underlying tied. Like, ours is sort of developing this sort of a hyper-reality because the lyrics refer to stuff that obviously isn't possible. So we've sort of made it as sort of like experimental as we can.
Yeah, postmodernism.
Yeah, because I think there's a line in there that says when the ceiling hits the floor, obviously that's not possible.
Yeah.
So we sort of hinted to that, and sort of we made our video.
Although it is kind of based on reality, because these kind of things do happen in some woods.
And in this way we've sort of developed the convention because of sort of changing the lyrics into sort of a more visual thing.
So as the nighttime is the title of the song, it fits in with the scenery. Although we did try our best to keep the day to night effect work, it does appear to be more of a sunset more than a nighttime.
It's not as prominent as we wanted it to be.
Which is something that next time we know now to get lots of LED lights and just shoot in the night.
Yeah, because that sort of gives them also another effect to it.
The relationship between music and visuals is that we've cut the song to the beat, and there's a clip from the song which is a heartbeat. So as the film plays on, we've got the characters waking up from the dead with a sort of overlay of a tree spinning, which is another convention from other videos such as Pixie Lot in All About Tonight does it, and many more use that kind of.
Also sort of horror movies do it.
Yeah.
I mean, like Shrooms and stuff, we've sort of taken big influence from, and sort of kept some of the
and the Blair
conventions
Witch
from that.
Project is another big influence. So
yeah, and the beat is sort of, it's more it gets more prominent towards the end, I think.
Yeah, so it's a faster tempo and slows down.
And it sort of keeps the audience with it.
Yeah. So that when you're watching it, you can just sit there.
Yeah. Also, the colours of the video that we've used are they sort of represent the tone. I mean, the colours that we've used sort of represent how the tone of the video is going to be. I mean, it also represents the sound. I mean, we've sort of used darker sort of colours in our video, haven't we? Which sort of represents sort of more of a rocky sound to it.
Yes.
And I mean, in Jealous Minds Think Alike by its song by Umitzik, the video is very dark and it's shot in the night, and it's a quite heavy song. So you could almost watch the video and not listen to the track and be able to tell what it is. And this is sort
of the darker the song.
Yeah, this is a way of like developing the convention, because you can almost have a whole video set within a certain type of colour.
Yeah. Okay, so the references to the notions of the thing are that throughout the video we have lots of close-ups of the band members relating to the camera, so they're not singing elsewhere, they're just focusing through to the audience. And then we've got other clips of the femme fatale focused on her eye, which is another notion of looking, and
it's very postmodernist, because it's like they know they're in a video because they're looking at the camera, but it sort of personalises them a bit to sort of gain the audience a bit more.
Yeah, to keep them interested.
I mean, they've been doing that in, say, like Panic at the Disco, Alright Sin's Not Tragedies video. He looks at the camera quite prominently.
Focuses all as
like
if he's a narrator.
Yeah, like he's narrating the lyrics to the, and this is a sort of convention we wanted to really hold, because it's like personalising them, the band, with the audience, or sort of gaining a little bit of sort of contact with them.
Yeah. Another feature in the femme fatale character is that when she's looking through the camera, it kind of intimidates the audience.
Yeah.
So that kind of gives her an edge, a dangerous side, so that the audience knows that she's not really the kind of good character that you usually see, like the damsel in distress.
Yeah, it's sort of more of a sort of harsh look.
Yeah.
And
we brought that in at the beginning of the video, so the audience were aware.
Yeah, and this is a convention of horror movies also, because in horror movies it's more frightening if the monster is looking at the
so it's more direct, more thrilling, and suspense is kicking in.
Yeah.
So.
Intertextual references, there aren't many in there directly, but the references that we have taken are ones from horror movies such as Shrooms and the Blair Witch Project, because ours is set in the woods and it's quite sort of, it's almost as if it's an amateur film that's gone bad.
It's like a low budget film, because this could be Franco's first movie or music video, as it were. So obviously it's not going to be the biggest, the best for everything. It's kind of low budget, keeping it neutral, keeping it calm, and
it also gives them a little bit more of a story to it. I mean,
like the more simple it is, the more scary it is, because you got films like Paranormal Activity, which is another convention, and it kind of like, from a home video, it gives it all that more creepy atmosphere, which is what we wanted in our music video.
Yeah, and I think we've stuck with conventions quite clearly in our music video, and you've managed to develop some through the beat editing and also the colour theme of the video.
Yeah.
Yep. Thank you very much.
I'm Jodie, this is Jack.